Yo,
I
ADC for a
don't care
sec.
about the Griffins. Did you actually, bro? That sucks.
You didn't even know ADC'd?
I mean, I was sitting here talking. I figured just AFK'd. Kind of just AFK a lot.
You think I would just AFK in the middle of a conversation with you? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened? That's happened one
Dude.
time, actually. That has happened before.
I mean, it's probably happened.
It's
Do you think
happened
anyone's
before.
gotten 20,000 trophies yet at Matchmasters? Let's find out.
I have to play that actually. How long do you have? How long do I have to do that? Is it
I gotta
still
make
active
another
when we go to
person
when we
page.
go to the thing?
Nah. Probably another. So what is it? I'm doing C2 9,000, C2 10,000. Is it? Just C2 9,000, C2 10,000? Wait, I didn't see. Did anyone get 20,000 trophies, chat? 20,000 trophies is crazy. No one has 40,000 or 60,000. That's insane. I think you have the wrong talents, I believe. Supposed to play Mark of Farg. Is that a real ability, bro? Oh fuck, I'm not playing Mark of Farg.
The
My bad.
fuck is that,
Respect
man?
Mark of Farg. Mark of Farg.
Where
Mark
do
of
these?
Farg.
It's actually real, man. It's actually real. That's an actual talent. That
Oh my
sounds like
god.
they're just making
Summon a
shit up.
Valkyrie. Oh shit. I am supposed to summon a Charhound. You're right. Why though? Mark of Farg. I hate that. This guy's so cool, man. Mark of
Thoughts on Carol
Farg.
DK state?
Oh, dude, they got rid of
Honestly,
Obelisk, the
looks not great
Tormentor.
overall.
Some bullshit, man.
Big Hyun, are you playing?
You have a healer?
I told you, Black Dragon will heal. He plays a bunch of healers. I've already played with him a bunch. Plays like he's a healer main. He's only a part-time org.
Part-time AUG, you say, huh? I mean, I guess if you want to queue, bro, I'll try to AUG dog some people.
Which healer do you want to play with
People are
this?
using Mark of Shatug.
These are just made up at this point.
Okay, they're
Like
using
literally,
people.
they
Why?
had a 5-year-old make all these names up for warlocks.
What's the difference? Does it change? Does it change the like kick lockout? More single target. All right, Shatug's more single target. All right, I'll Shatug it. You actually want me to log on? You guys are ready to queue right now?
I don't care. I'll ask him what he wants to play.
Increase your primary Felguard's critical strike chance. Okay. Critical strikes from your spells and your demons deal 4% increased damage. Okay. Is an immutable hatred still like Giga Nerf chat? Hell's Wicked Maul.
Okay, so I have an update.
So,
He is a Resto Shaman.
oh no, I'm good.
God damn it, man. This is what you're actually... That's actually crazy. He said it's good with org. Trust. I mean, he knows, man. He's the part-time org, but he's the main org. He's the original. We're just gonna run all game anyway. It's fine. Like,
Oh man. All right. Shatug, 34 Shatug, 16 Farg. I mean, it's obviously in favor of Shatug then, chat. Bro, I'm pretty sure my gear is so bad.
you look on your shaman.
I don't know. That's
What is
just
that
wrong
shit, man?
character. Yeah, get me out of there.
Procedure's kind of insane now, by the way.
No, it's definitely not.
It actually is.
It just sucks, bro. Do something low, man. Put him one shot some nerds, bro.
Bro, I just have all my Death Knights are 2100. That's why it's fucked up that you were talking like that. You're not one of them, Matt. Like that
You
was
have, like,
crazy. All 3 of them were 2100 this week.
Hey, hold on, I
Queuing
don't
one
even
shot
know my
dog shit.
buttons, bro.
I think you only
I
have to
gotta
know
copy
you only
that.
have to know the combo. You know the combo?
I mean, bro, you literally just like NS Fire Breath, man.
No. Ebon Might, NS Fire Breath, on use trinket, send it. I think.
NS, Even Might, NS Fire Breath. Oh, I gotta change my spec here.
I mean, Black
I
Dragon can
got
jump in
to
Discord and
change
literally
my
tell it to you.
spec. I got to change my spec. Wait, do you not play Ignition Rush? I think you skip Ignition Rush, right? Oh shit, no, you definitely need Ignition Rush.
Thoughts on her? I mean, I don't think DK is crazy right now. That's all
Molten
right.
Blood. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think this is the build. I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. I think I need protracted talons.
But this might be insane. Actually.
Why?
Or what if he plays Sky Fury? What if he's that crazy? Or he plays Static? What if this was already better?
Yeah.
If you can keep me alive, and by you I mean him. Obviously, I'm not talking about you because you're literally Nog. This could have been better in the first place.
Could have been.
Could have been. Are you ready? You ready?
All right.
You good to go?
Locked and loaded, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Q's are hot, man.
How do I play this? How do I play this? Oh, it's a red warrior, man. What's this crapola, bro?
Oh, it's such a dog shit map too. Wait, did you? Okay, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Did you know?
Hold on. Don't mess with my brain right now. What do I play? Do I play Null? I play Divide and Conquer.
Divide and
I
Conquer.
gotta play, I guess, scoring. What? Okay. Do we need scoring versus this? We don't need scoring versus this.
No, but I'm about to get fucking deleted by this. I don't know how the fuck I'm living this.
Yeah, I'll play scoring. Wait, do we want to play scoring?
I think we need scoring.
Hold on, wait. What's my bind? Shift T, and then I one shot. Shift T one shot. Oh, I need an on-use trinket. Whatever.
You don't need it.
Shift T one shot.
Did you know you can static people down on the new map?
Bro, why are we fighting this team, man? Gotta kill these guys on mains, bro.
Main Death Knight. We're standing it, by the way. Kind of.
Trying to cast stuff here.
Yeah, you take your time.
I see veins.
You standing it? Oh, you're standing it.
Standing it,
I
bro.
see.
Barrier.
Oh, I forgot the breath. Ah! I choked
Barrier.
it. I don't know what
It's
my buys
fine,
are.
man. Who cares? No!
Ah!
Don't fucking die, man!
Okay, we're done.
No,
LG.
we're not. We're not done. We're not done. We're gonna win
LG,
this.
bro.
Barrier.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna
I think I
win.
read out of an earthen, bro.
Barrier.
Who cares if you ran out of another match? Just let it. It's his problem. It's not yours.
I'm clicking this here.
Okay. Look. I don't know what we must have crazy ass MMR. That's a shit map though for the run around circle strat. Wait, what? Why did we get that team? That actually doesn't make sense. We got a pretty fast queue into a team 100 higher than us. Did you actually log? He actually fucking logged off, man. That's crazy. He literally got fucking clapped and then just logged off. God, he didn't even say anything. That's crazy work, man. He tanked me out of elite range too. Didn't even literally just logged off. Yeah, I was too. All right, Chuck's out of that. Wait, I was doing. I guess we send. I don't know. We're in this weird spot. I mean, I think both Rets are low still in shuffle, so I can curate shuffles for a bit. I do have to figure out something new to play in the next couple of days. Yeah, maybe I actually should. I guess if the change is not bad for Warriors on Friday, I should probably level another Warrior, to be honest. Because Warrior actually does seem pretty sick, and it actually has a lot of comps. I think it's something that's worth investing in. And I need a lot of practice on it. What would be insanely legendary though is if the mage hits Chuck with a GG's. That would be crazy work. I think he's banned though from his chat. But if he wasn't banned somehow, that would be an insane GG's play. It says 9-minute queue. To lie, I'm not higher rated than these characters. I think I can probably get queues. I'm probably like 2200 MMR on one of them and 21 on the other or something like that. These aren't crazy ones. I haven't done many red shuffles at all. Honestly, I don't generally do that many shuffles. DPS shuffles are just really fucking annoying. And we haven't had a pressing need for a ret. Because I don't think that ret is that crazy with that warrior right now. It's good, but I think it's obviously best with warrior. Where it like enables the warrior to do stuff. You're insane on the warrior? I mean, it just goes into the warrior, cuts someone in half, right? Because the ret doesn't really have buff still. Ret's just tank, like ret just gives warrior uptime and is tanky and does like dot damage. Am I gonna heal suit? The fuck no, man. I ain't healing. Yeah. No, I respect that pressing rampage a lot. Definitely, I imagine, and I've never used auto hockey, but I bet fucking Fury Warrior on auto hockey is probably a fucking blast. When you just hold down Raging Blow, like having like I actually feel like WoW in general would be like pretty fun with that as a feature, right? If you can just like hold down a key and have it spam shit for you, because like there's a lot of that on Warrior, right? I bet that would be like one of the most. Well, yeah, execute very satisfying. Auto hockey just because like of how fast your globals are, and then how like you've got a lot of just dog shit buttons you press, right? Like the only two buttons that actually matter are execute and rampage, but you have to press other shit to get to those points. The idea of just like having key down, like just holding down your raging blow keybind and having it just spam it. I guess you could probably actually just do the entire rotation in one key and just hold it down and it would just go through a million things. Actually probably super easy to do. I mean, Warrior's been pretty fun, to be honest. You don't generally miss the time between globals unless the spell queue is very low. So in logs for PvE, the boss is not moving. Or if the boss is moving, it's moving in the most predictable pattern possible. Imagine if a boss was continually going in and out of melee range and you're being CC'd constantly. That's where auto hockey's OP. You're 100% right that your spell queue when you're hitting a mob, that's why it's not a huge advantage in PvE. But again, imagine the bosses are constantly moving in and out of your melee range. And you're pressing a button that you can't spell, your spell queue doesn't work correctly when that happens. Just so we're on the same page. You can't actually use a spell queue for melee classes when they're out of range. You can't queue an ability when you like I can't queue up a melee ability out of range of them. The same is true of CC and stuff too. If you come out of you can't queue a button when you're in CC. So when you come out of the CC, being able to press the button immediately. Auto hockey is crazy busted in PvP for that reason. It is literally more. I believe that the advantage the auto hockey gives you is more than your latency. Like if your ping is 50, I bet you get more than 50 ping of benefit from playing with auto hockey. I want to say it's closer to 200 ms of ping in some scenarios. It'll just feel like you get buttons off faster because you don't have keyboard latency. And you can't take advantage of spell queue. But yeah, in PV, obviously, you should just use a spell queue window that makes it very consistent because there's very few scenarios where you can't just have a queue working. Wait, are we back? We queuing Red Demo now? Or he's queuing twos? Man, just get... Is it... Black Dragon. All right, so I can see this. 24 hours. It's kind of crazy that Fury's not that crazy compared to that. It's the most popular spec by far. But like, let's just shuffle. Hang on. Do threes. 4K. Compared to... Oh wow, they're it's actually crazy how fun everyone is. That'd be funny, actually. Nah, I mean, I guess I have people thinking about how it actually benefits you. At least from my POV. It just kind of was the kind of eye-opening to like think about how it would actually benefit a game. can't sank him. Why can't I sank him? Because he's not a healer and doesn't know how to do it. Oh, it's troll as fuck. I can't sank. My macros don't work. Maybe I have a manual sank, but I'm not sure it's bound to. I can click it. I guess I will click it. Wait, it's with. Oh. Easy dub. And no one got banned for it at all in ABC, but they talked about the fact that people had it, basically. Am I healing for a lot? I'm spamming healing, but I don't think it heals for anything.
Shadow Blades. Flag.
You have the pre-trinket, man. The pre-trink is a bit of an potentially an add-on
Healing
problem
tide.
there. Macro issue. Pre-trink is crazy work.
Tremor. Kidney. Bomb. Dance.
Yeah, they acknowledged it and they said that they'll ban anyone who does in the tournament will get banned. or will get DQ'd, I guess. They were very specific to like actually auto hockey though, and not to other like keyboard software stuff where you could do similar things. So I'm not sure if that it was necessarily.
We gather today to see which of these bandits, these goons, these ne'er-do-wells have the right to call themselves true Cortirans! Only the
It's already, well, its value is lower in like PvE scenarios. I think it's I already assumed it was being used in PvE.
So keep your distance, eh?
It's more niche, I suppose.
This is a night for Cortirans!
Call of the Wild.
No, good save, good save. You die, but not as a true Cortiran. Oh,
Easy dub.
Daisy!
I mean, auto hockey. I'm like genuinely very curious. I mean, I've never used it. I never will at this point, but I'm genuinely curious if it actually like offsets ping disadvantages by a lot. I didn't think about the fact that you could like have it effectively just like, I think playing WoW where you can hold a key down and have it just spam press it is crazy. That just seems like such a crazy advantage to have. Just holding down a key and just having it do everything for you. I mean, I feel like that'd be a cool feature for the game to have in general, but it's basically turboing a key, right? It's not like rapid trigger. Right. For melee, for cast it doesn't do as much, but for melee it probably is just so fucking crazy. Look, but I think the 24-month resub, man, that is insane. My 6th sub today as well. Thank you very much. But I think we're actually, that might be, see if it updated. It may have updated to 250. Oh, it's 52. It jumped up a teeny bit, even without it.
Opportunity for those who prove themselves worthy of the task. Many in the cartel are wagering on who are the greater combatants.
I do think we're going to drop down about 700 subs in the next couple days. When I think Rank 1 Soda's ones drop off, which was insane last month.
Do not let the cartel down.
I think it was literally 700.
Expect a return on our
Pillar.
That's my B on not having magic buff here.
victory is clear. Our bargain is up.
Did I really not get a fucking health stone, man?
No matter who wins, we profit. Victory is clear. Our bargain is upheld.
Have the healer always Arena 1, DPS Arena 2? Yeah. The way you do it is you use an add-on called Frame Sort. You have your frame sort go by role/spec, which will always put the healer first. And then you make macros. And in those macros, you can have frame sort, like for example, this is frame sort healer, right? So this will make the Marina 1 every time, and then this will make the actual macro work. And the other one is other DPS. So yeah, frame sort plus those macros will do what you want to do. Unfortunately, in this case,
Crackle. Crackle.
holy shit. This hurts. Is he sweeping too?
Crackle. Crackle.
Bro, the warrior fucking whimper, man.
Crackle.
They didn't even get that much gear. Did you not even get full gear from this shit? There's like 4 pieces of gear. I guess your weapon and stuff. You can tell your weapon. Wait. Wait. He didn't buy the weapon manually, right? Right? I assume he turned in these 3 and that gave... He didn't buy the weapon. Right? Those 3 don't add up to 2,500. You think you bought weapon? Oh, I won't let you buy it until 2,500? I think you can. Can you not? It doesn't let you buy a weapon at the start? Okay. Okay, then I just gave it to him. I like that it stops you from doing that. So you can only craft it early. I'm guessing he's playing until he gets his crafting done.
Recall. Tremor.
Not magic bob here.
Null Shroud. Icy Veins. Barrier. Barrier. Barrier.
So I know it's more important to heal.
Barrier. Deep breath.
Vein soon.
Null Shroud. Barrier. 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 Icy Veins. Barrier.
Hmm.
Null Shroud.
Magic bob would be insane here, obviously.
Barrier.
Mana seems to be a bit
Deep
of a
breath.
problem here.
Vein soon.
Barrier.
That comp, unfortunately, a bit too tanky. I don't do any healing. Magic bot would have been nice though.
ready to entertain us? Game time! Don't mess this up for me.
Uh-oh. That's quite bad.
Volley. Volley.
Ah, come on, right?
Oh,
I didn't see that coming. Neither did they.
wait. He has an insane shot. That's cool. I mean, it's maybe not super surprising. I was probably dead anyway. I thought his explosive shot went off, but it's actually just an insane shot. He's getting around the corner and crit me with it. The interesting thing with that is, like, from my POV, I thought I just got hit by an explosive that I didn't notice, but it's actually the faucet going off.
In that, well, they're everywhere.
I don't have this bound, right? Maybe I do. Nope. We're at 100k overkill as well. I don't know if I have a good way to recover though, because I've already had to use Lather and Healthstone. I'm not spelling again. So I think Widow Glory is kind of free, but I think when I actually cast flashes, that's when it gets bad. It's actually 10% PA. I lied. See if I can dawn light myself. It doesn't feel like it does a lot of healing to me. Oh, it actually is topping me. Holy fuck. Wait, is it buffed? Huh. I think it is. Oh my god, man. I'm completely fucking tapped. I still might lose. That is an interesting game. Super cooked game. Wait, Ryan? I don't think he is. Not that I'm aware of.
Friends, we gather today to see which of these bandits, these goons, these ne'er-do-wells have the right to call themselves true Kultirans! Only the last one standing will have earned that honor. And this likely won't be a clean fight, so keep your distance, eh? Now, are we ready? This is a night for Kultirans!
Wait, what?
Dance. Shadow blades. Icy veins. Dance. kidney.
Oopsie daisy! Oi, now, there will be blood. Have patience. Oopsie daisy!
Did he still get his trophies?
Let's the best team win. Oh, who am I kidding? Give me a good show.
I only check ones to play threes right now, for whatever reason.
Time for the show. Don't disappoint me.
Conduit.
So close. This just means more entertainment for me.
Yeah, Joline's doing a lot of healing. It's nice that it's a regen while this is happening. It's the fucking glad on it.
Conduit.
I'm dead.
Interesting. I did not expect this outcome.
Maybe I had an option to get a glare off at a bit of time. Oh, the bop was bad. Maybe second bot was bad.
So close. I see who the strongest mortals are. For now.
I don't stop for any of my stuff. My focus cast spell tracks every spell. It should at least. I think it does use them. All right, we're only doing a little bit more tonight. I'm probably stopping in like 20, 30 minutes, to be honest. He needs help. What if you want to get Mystery in the open world? Or what if I walk over and kill Chuck on a... I get to pick a team, right? I could literally join either team here. Right? Who lives and who dies? That is a message of all time for sure. No, to be honest, I mean it's super difficult to get noticed. I'm very fortunate you guys are around, but I think it's super difficult to start streaming. Incredibly difficult.
Cache of resources nearby. Find it
I
before
can
you
entirely get it.
fight over it. Opportunities
I don't think it has anything to do with his content
You've
at
got
all.
the medal. There are valuables waiting to be won.
You are, buddy. I haven't said that in a while, to be honest. I think it's tough to justify a buff to Frost in PvP. I would never expect it. I don't think it's damn. Well, I mean, maybe defensively. I don't think offensively you can justify. I mean, I think offensively it does okay, or pretty well. Well, talents. That's what I got right now. Movement speed buff. True. I don't see that happening, but true. Not wrong. Not wrong. Haven't heard that, but that'd be interesting. I mean, I haven't heard that suggestion before. I know you're probably trolling, but it's kind of interesting as an idea. All right, we got a shove.
of battle, and the clash of your weapons will be heard by the great Loa, and the fallen will join them in the afterlife. For Zandala!
All right. We're in. We're against. Oh, god damn it. This map is more common than it should be.
Dark glare.
Oh, got into sank there. And it actually fucked them over. I got a sank on everything there. That's really bad news for them. Gets rid of bop, only gets rid of MS there. That's not super useful.
Dark glare.
Holy fuck, this map. Bro, god damn it, man. Actually, god damn it. Holy fuck. Oh, he walked into the glare, man. That's maybe game winning. Holy fuck. No, not the MD. Fuck. Fuck. There's no way, man. There's no way you live at 3%. It would be illegal to live at 3%. Yeah, true. Gosh, is what I meant. Actually, 100% what I meant. We're pissed, chat. I think I have a fever, which is like the worst part. I feel like it's weird, like how I kind of plateaued for a bit, and I feel a lot worse today. We hate being sick. I don't know if this is like the correct order. Are we supposed to just like... I don't know what the best order on my damage is. Is this a kill warrior? I feel like he is.
Dark glare.
It's a weird game. I assume this is a life ray, but I don't know. I don't know. Am I supposed to? Anyone right, man? Huh? In PvE, am I supposed to, like, when I press my Wake of Ashes, should I immediately like Divine Toll and Final Wreck into it, or should I Final Wreck and Divine Toll before I use Wake of Ashes, and then just spam? I guess it's the exact same question in PvE as PvP, right? What about Divine Toll? Where does Divine Toll fit then? Wake of Ashes then Final. After. Alright, fuck it. Oh, it does feel a lot better, huh? Yep. Okay. That was a like substantially bigger go than I have been doing, so I guess I've been doing that wrong. What about check that out, buddy? Bro, it was it's a good PI. We're popping off, man. We're doing big down. Huh. So how does I think I understand the rest of it. I'm guessing you don't you prio Final Verdict over like over hammers. Do you pry? I assume you pry Divine Toll over Hammer of Wrath because it's giving you extras.
Dark Glare.
An honorable death.
You really just Zerks himself, man, and not me? We're getting kind of destroyed, huh? enough, man.
Grant her an honorable death.
Yeah, we played that super YOLO and played that awfully, but we still won. Doesn't have damage just for the global. I think it's buffed in PvP. 760. Final verdict 930. Oh, you're actually right. Well, it does more than a. I guess if you had it talented into. Do you think I should like do a fully cooked build where I? The problem with that is then you have to like see how awkward it becomes. And then I proc and it's like even more awkward. This is a pretty big damn though.
Some valuable resources in the area. Get ready to grab them.
Glare is a bit devastating, I'm not gonna lie.
Grant her an honorable death.
I said like like a really absurd number of wake up or big hits and didn't do anything. That's my lay. I'm trying to not. You should jump. Oh, Jelani's dead. I think he still might die through.
Grant her an honorable death.
Another big glare. I'm out of saves from though.
To the afterlife.
Bro, I can't believe we lived that. Apparently, oh, one of the healers is losing. Man, I got super unlucky, honestly. I feel like we're crushing that. I did use my immunes a bit early, probably.
Dark glare.
I think clear on the Fury is quite bad with me. Oh, why can he pull it when he's kicked on Haunt? Is that really how that works? You can just do it all kicked?
Dark glare.
Grant her an honorable death. Grant her an honorable death. Grant her an honorable death. Grant him an honorable death. To the afterlife.
We still have one at the end. They're actually double glade at the end too, so we're hot chilling. Haunt is a shadow, yeah. So do you think he's an impet, like a proc? Right after? Yeah, that's crazy, Draven. Congrats, dude. You should be proud of that.
Everyone, be quiet.
Okay.
Mess doesn't know I am here.
Might not.
I am just going to give y'all some nice ASMR. 1, 2, 3. What has no healing for mana? That's right. It's a resto shaman. Hee 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 hee.
Actually kind of interesting that shamans get dampened that hard. I thought they have some healing though, but they go They lose on mana to every healer, I think. That they're not good enough offensively to justify themselves. And teams have to play very defensively to make allowances for the Asham healing. Yeah, no, that's true. That's my frustration with many classes, Yosk. That is a very good point. All of their, you have the same, that's how Death Knights work too. Same exact issue. All of your damage sources, all of your healing, all of your damage reduction shows up as healing or damage. And you're absolutely right. For shamans, their DR, most of it at least, shows up as healing. Not Earth Shield reduction, but that's like 5%, right? But when like a paladin uses a bop or uses like, you know, a lot of their DR sources don't count that way. Is it fix? Shamans easy to fix? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure why they're so reluctant to make shamans good. I would say that there's like some degree of reluctance though. You'd think they'd have their turn at some point. But I just don't think the way that they actively... I think the way that the Blizzard choose to balance doesn't actively involve making a spec good at any given time. I don't think their priority is to treat balance as rotating. As in have... You know, I don't know if other games do. But, you know, there's obviously like, how do you decide what the meta is at any given time? Like, do you make no effort to make sure it's... Like, what are your stipulations on when a spec should or shouldn't be good? And it's interesting. There are lots of different answers to it. Blizzard, I think, take the approach of we're not going to balance anything. We're just going to nerf the strong stuff and buff the weak stuff, and then just kind of see where the meta lands. And unfortunately, when you continually approach the same exact way, you kind of end up with a very similar meta most of the time, I think. Another approach is to like continually push the meta in different directions. So like rotate. So everyone is strong for exact, you know, kind of roughly a certain amount of time. Yeah, Ellie's in the meta all the time. It's true. It's the add-on I'm using is called Beta Blizz Plates. I think without a rotating meta, though, it's very tough for people. Like, I think it's really bad objectively for AWC viewership. Reason being that a lot of people just don't see their specs represented. A lot of players main different things. And if you just always have, you know, let's give an example of, I don't think Rogue Mage is necessarily the meta right now, but like, you know, typically speaking, over the last 5 years, historically, Rogue Mage has been pretty powerful, right? So what ends up happening is a lot of the people that watch AWC happen to be Rogue Mage. And that also means that when like something else other than Rogue Mage shows up in AWC, you would expect to see a lot of people bitching because they're Rogue Mage players, right? And that's kind of how it's gone. Like it's not as fun to watch if you main like, you know, something else like a Resto Shaman, you're probably not going to watch. What's the point? So I do think that probably they should have more of a effort to push the meta in different directions. I mean, Death Knight's one too. I don't think Death Knights have been mained actively in AWC, and I'm not even sure how they do that. I don't know. Death Knight's a mess, man. I don't even expect them to change it anytime soon. It's very difficult to get them to the right spot. Very difficult. I mean, I just think in general it'd be nice to see. I wonder if the solution really is a matter of playstyle. Like, I wonder if they should put items in the game. Like, you know how they used to push people with trinkets? I wonder if they should put an item in the game that's like unique to the support specs, and then put items in the game that are unique to like caster specs when they play with like casters. So like, create an item that is a synergy item for double caster, and create an item that is a synergy item for double melee. And then that kind of creates hopefully more meta type comps. Maybe the item they create for each one creates an interesting playstyle though, in some form. Well, then try balance. Actually, I don't think so at all. There's only 4 melee support specs. But I mean more so that you actually create, I don't know. If you pick any random tournament in the last, since Shadowlands probably, you're gonna see the same. You could have like literally, the meta didn't change, the win conditions didn't change much. The anatomy of a tournament game has been the same. Like, casters have gotten ridiculously good at casting melee caster versus melee caster. It's absurd. Like, the games are very, very identical because the meta hasn't shifted. And that means the things you're looking for and the types of win conditions you're looking for and all that kind of thing, they're all the same. You could have picked out a game 4 years ago and it would look very, very similar to the games you just saw last week. But doesn't mind their balance is very good. Look at some of the orphan balance and other expansions. I guess it depends on how you want to do it. What is the benchmark for good balance? Is good balance like it's hard to say. Competitively speaking, I would say that the balance has been really good if you play a small subset of specs. But I would say that, like, I don't know. I think balance, arena. I mean, arena's kind of fucked by shuffle, I suppose, in some forms. But in general, most playstyles are extinct. If you looked at like a tournament in Worlds of Draenor, you'd probably see a lot more playstyles. And I don't think Worlds of Draenor was a good expansion, by the way. I think it was a pretty bad one. But there were a lot more playstyles and win conditions in those expansions than there are now. So I'm not sure.
I see some valuable resources in the area. Get ready to grab them.
Top 5 comes with Holy Paladin? Like Warrior Ellie. I feel like Warrior Mage. Maybe Rogue Mage, Paladin. Maybe Windwalker Mage and Windwalker Ellie Paladin. That type of thing. Feral Mage. That's exactly it, hybrid. I agree with you. I think personally that would make more money by shifting things and trying to create like novel experiences I think AWC is about advertising. When it comes down to AWC, like everyone's like, oh, it's about balance, but it's not really though. To Blizzard, they expense that as a marketing expense. That's how they approach it. Like when the Blizzard corporate are like, hey, we're going to assign X, let's say $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 to esports. They're interested in creating an experience that brings people to the game. They don't actually give a fuck how balanced it is. That isn't their priority. They get nothing when the same team wins every time if they're the best team. They get money when people see something new and interesting and fun. That's what makes them money, right? I would argue that having a static meta will just eventually get AWC canceled, personally. I think the shit show metas that were really bad objectively, but at least felt unique and different, like to understand the difference between a season, I think is more exciting from my point of view. I think really bloody, like brutal metas where everyone's like, where there's cross kills and all kinds of things, super exciting, even if they're not balanced, and they're more fun to watch. AWC is not profitable. Well, I mean, AWC could never be profitable. It doesn't actually generate any revenue whatsoever. Profitable as in it gets people to play the game, I have no clue how you determine that. I think an interesting, if we're going to talk about marketing specifically, I think one of the interesting things you'll notice is that BlizzCon's coming back next year. And I think what that tells me is that they thought that BlizzCon 2023 was not profitable. And then the only way they could compare BlizzCon 2023 to other BlizzCons, or like BlizzCon 2023 to no BlizzCon. So no BlizzCon 2024, BlizzCon 2023. The only way they can compare those two is by how much War Within flopped. And then 2025, there's a BlizzCon coming back. Oh, sorry, 2026 there's a BlizzCon coming back. So I think marketing is one of those things that Blizzard themselves did not think was important. And I think they've decided, hey, oh fuck, like, War Within made less of a blip than they expected. Despite the fact that it's actually a pretty good expansion. I think that Blizzard without its community is not Blizzard. Like you guys are the most important part of the game. So to alienate by not having BlizzCon when they could have had BlizzCon is kind of, them bringing it back, I think shows that they think that the marketing side of it is pretty important. Obviously those types of events, they require booking very, very far out. They can't decide realistically, they can't decide. They probably decided like pretty recently, maybe after towards the end of Q1, that they need to have BlizzCon again. I think it's super important for Blizzard's strategy, and I guess they're able to get away without having it in COVID. I think Shadowlands having no BlizzCon and Dragonflight having no BlizzCon. Well, Dragonflight mostly having no BlizzCon. It had a BlizzCon the second year, but I think they thought that it meant that they didn't need it, but in reality, it was just COVID, and also like people just spending more time at home and stuff. And now they've realized, oh fuck, like we need that. We need the community to exist. BlizzCon, I have no idea about the arena side of it, but BlizzCon itself as a show is coming back, and I think they just have realized how fucked it was to not have. I think it probably was super important to getting people to go between the franchise, like to be able to pass players between, the different parts of their company, going between Overwatch, going between like Hearthstone, going like it's just a way of that. Like it actually refers people and keeps people excited about the game. It also like is kind of important for an MMO to have a big community behind it, like have like a tangible feel of being part of a big community. Retail itself is pretty alienating nowadays. Like we're standing in Dornagor right now, and you can only see maybe 100 people around, maybe, which is actually not bad, right? But when you go to BlizzCon and when you see BlizzCon and you see 30,000 people in one place, it's pretty crazy. Like it feels like you're part of something much bigger, which again, an MMO is pretty important, especially because, a lot of people use MMOs as kind of an escape. Like online gaming is kind of like that in general. Bro, BlizzCon smells fine, man. People tend to, I personally, bar a couple people, I feel like I think there have probably, I've never been to a Comic-Con or anything like that. I've heard things. BlizzCon's fine. BlizzCon smells like it just smells like a normal convention center. Like it's heavily air conditioned. I didn't notice a single. I've gone three times actually, and never noticed anything. Maybe like a group in a specific time where the air conditioning is like specifically like very far away from you or something like that. Maybe, but like, yeah. Anyway, to bring it back to what I was talking about. AWC probably isn't profitable in its current. It probably isn't like turning new players into the game too much at the moment, especially because you're seeing a lot of the same thing for a long time, and that's tragic. I think the Blizzard developers have gotten. I think the PvP devs have gotten too good at their jobs, and they've gotten too stable, and I think they need to take risks. Unfortunately. I think it's super important to take risks, and they just aren't doing it. I think they should. Like I feel like in BFA they were kind of on the right track, even in Shadowlands when they had like spites and melodics and the fucking chain thing, all that. Like the idea of like creating items to try and, honestly, a lot of those items are insane for Rogue Mage, if I'm being real, but the point was they're trying to shift the meta. They're trying to make seasons feel distinct from each other. And to be honest, they do. Like those seasons actually did feel distinct. Like Melodic, Spite, Chain, what else came in? Those are all like super distinct seasons. Like they were very those felt different to other seasons. So I do think that we need to not idolize. We shouldn't idolize perfect balance. I think that's a mistake. I think that ends up, unless your balancing strategy is like a fairness balancing strategy where you like go, okay, it's not about what's fair right now. It's about creating fairness over a long period of time. Like rather than trying to create balance, perfect balance at any given moment, if you snapshot any particular day, trying to have good balance in that time, they should go, okay, let's try and have equality over a long period of time, maybe over the course of a couple of years. And I think that what's happened instead is they've just continually shot for the same level of balance each time. And as a result, the same specs get left behind every single fucking time, pretty much. Like I think that's just like kind of unfair to, like, I feel like Hunters haven't had a good season yet. Hunters have almost had good seasons, but they just haven't been allowed to. Hunters haven't had a good season yet. DKs haven't had a good season yet. Shamans have not had, like, Shamans have had one fragment of a season. Visit player once. Nah, I disagree on that. We had this conversation yesterday a little bit. I don't think it's them like overstepping on what players want. I think if you look at the majority of the much more popular periods in WoW's history, they asked a lot more of players in terms of wanting to do things, and the game was still very, very, very successful despite that. I think the game asking you to do more than just play the game. Like, I think the most dangerous thing to WoW is to say, okay, you know what? You like doing keys? Only do keys. You like doing raids? Only do raids. You like doing arena? Only do arena. You like doing shuffle? Only do shuffle. That's a play that quits in a couple months. It is much smarter to get players dipping their toes in multiple versions of the game because they have a chance. Let's say arena's bad for them. Let's say Mythic Plus is bad for them. Like, you're not in the meta. You have other things you can do. I think it is a huge, huge, huge mistake to not have players do anything else. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're not in meta, you just quit or reroll. I think that's just not the right way of looking at it. WoW is not about that. WoW historically, if you look at the like WoW as a whole, I've got a perspective where I've played it since the start. It's almost never like that. Almost never. The only times the game has ever been like that have been the last 2 expansions, and I feel like the last 2 expansions have not been that crazy. Like, classic players love being incentivized to do everything. Players historically have liked being. I mean, people have complained about. Okay, there's a degree of like people hate it, but it's also like good for the game. I mean, I'm thinking of the bigger picture, not just like the I like doing shuffle, so I'll just do shuffle, or I like doing arena, so I'll just do arena. Like obviously, I would rather just do arena, right? That's an immediate want. Obviously, you'd rather do what you immediately want to do. That's the fucking. It's kind of a babyish attitude, but it's the reality, right? A lot of people just want to do what they want to do. They don't want to be forced to do anything else. But when you're looking at like trying to get like you look at the advantages of like a broader perspective, like a broader point of view on players being incentivized to cross over between different parts of the game, that's going to have a net positive of bringing players across to PvP and vice versa. PvP players are incentivized to PvE as well. That's healthy. That is a sustainable ecosystem. The current one is not sustainable, in my opinion, unless they can find some way to break. They may do something novel to try and create a sustainable ecosystem, but currently it is not sustainable. Currently, we are in basically a reroll death spiral, I think, in PvE and PvP, where players are just continually rerolling desperately into whatever's meta over and over again. And I think the game is just shrinking. So that's how I see it. And then maybe there are multiple solutions to that problem, but it is a problem. But we should recognize that the current version of the game is deeply flawed. And it has not been this deeply flawed kind of ever before. This is unique. But keep in mind, if you look at any kind of like talk on like what an MMO is, MMOs are like, they're supposed to be like an amusement park. It's supposed to be many rides, none of them necessarily with that much depth. But the idea is you're always incentivized to try something different. That's the kind of the addiction cycle they get to get people to play. When you create it so that you just, you go to a Six Flags or wherever, Disney fucking somewhere, and you only have one ride you can go on, maybe that ride's great. But when you've done that ride a whole bunch of times, it's not going to be so good, right? It's not worth its money anymore. It can't stand up to that. Like you can't have Arena stand up to that continually and succeed. And for some people that will be true. It will. Like maybe some people are just like, I like just fucking riding this one roller coaster and I'll ignore everything else. But MMOs are supposed to have more depth than that.
You are gathered here for my entertainment. I mean, to prove
Even right now, everyone is waiting for changes that may or may not come on this Friday or next Friday, with the intention to re-roll and hope that it's their turn. Myself included, by the way. I'm hoping that my classes are stronger again. It's not sustainable. It's not good. It's not how I approach the game in BFA, Legion, WoD, MoP, Kata. Like I just played my class and enjoyed my class because it wasn't like that. I don't think the constant meta shifts is the thing. Like the game always had some degree of it. I think what's causing this to really happen in a big way. This time I die. I think a big part of what's causing this constant reroll spiral is the fact that there are no new players. So you just don't have, like, people look for it's not, everyone's kind of good now. You guys are all pretty insane. And yeah, it creates problems. Time Pod, they're the new Twitch Prime, buddy. That means a lot, man. That means especially a lot because we're kind of close to Aaron really was going to push this month to try and get 300 subs, unique subs, to get Partner Plus level 2. So that means a lot, buddy. We're actually really close. I think we're like 50 away or something, which is not exactly an easy task. Thank you very much, buddy.
Fiend.
So I'm kind of just YOLOing around here. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of working. I may have fucked him over by doing that. He's pretty. He's not sub actually. He's Asa. So I shouldn't fuck him over that much. I'll give him sack. I still have lay for him. I have bubble. We're approaching. So the kind of like the basic goal of Ret Paladin and Shuffle is to, and the reason why Ret Paladins are so powerful. Rets are the most powerful class in Shuffle right now, I believe.
Fiend.
But the reason they're most powerful is not because they're damaged like they had in Dragonflight Season 1. This time it's actually because in Deep Dampening. That is another fucking Twitch Prime right there. Thank you so much, man. Sanjino, thank you for the new Twitch Prime, buddy. The reason they're strong is because in Deep Damp we can shove a bunch of immunes. So in this case, oh, we actually could have. I thought he might live. He had swap too. Does swap into bubble take my health? I wonder if he'd have swapped into bubble and just gone to full HP. But yeah, the reason we're strong is because we can just shove immunes and damp, which is very OP. And also we can in that case we bubbled it to try and lay. So that doesn't hear health. If he swapped there, it would have been sick. I mean, I don't know. I could have laid, but I just feel like healers don't usually die there. He got bolted. I could have laid into full HP. I was trying to be really greedy because the rogue was almost out of time too. Greater Fade? Did he have G-Fade at that time? Big tree on that. He's Jester, so I can safely blind. Actually, I can safely blind anyway. They made a change to that. Blind doesn't remove dots anymore.
Kidney. Bomb.
TS Divine, but it's doing a 35-month resub as well. That's 3 subs in this one game, man. Probably a hard jangle. No, not a hard jangle. That's a. There's his G fade, man. We found it.
Death mark.
Nice Bob Deathmark. I think it's fine.
Fiend.
We're still seeing the majority of our immunes here. Or was it cloak still? Or use out of this is my guess. There it is. This is a pretty insane situation here.
Kidney.
He's probably dead, but if he's not dead, they're both glad at very low health. All right.
I did not expect this outcome.
Beefadix, my main squeeze. You
What?
promised. No more RMP in Orc. Where's the patch notes, Beefadix?
York. I mean, I personally go with the idea that they make more money by making the game feel. I feel like they should approach every season not striving for like being the best at their. And I guess the problem is like you take a lot of criticism for doing it that way. Like, how do you decide who should be strong when? But I feel like if there are specs that are not meta, I think they should be actively pushed into being meta personally, and then you should tune them back. Like
Kidney.
let's say shamans are an example, right? I feel like shamans should be pushed to the front, and then they should be slowly clawed back, kind of like the way Rep Paladins
Death
were.
Mark.
Not as aggressively as Rep Paladins were, but like in general, I think metas should feel distinct. That's my approach. And I think the reason I like that is because that makes more money. I think that makes more money because you have a higher chance of. I mean, I would strongly expect locks get buffed pretty massively. I mean, not massively, but I'd be very surprised if locks don't get something. And maybe warriors are part of the problem with warlocks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some level of the issue they're having is that warriors kind of farm warlocks. Do you think that's the main issue? That'd be interesting, I guess. I could see it as well.
Kidney. Bomb.
Might be melee, maybe not though.
Oh, so close. This just means more entertainment for me.
Who's later because of demise range?
Kidney.
Okay, we still have some. We have one immune, one decent immune. He hasn't death marked yet. Actually, he has death marked once. Maybe double glare. Double glare. Very annoying.
Ruin. Kidney. Death
Bit
Mark.
of human this. That is the most awkward death mark possible. I bopped him because I'm not. He death marked me when I'm not in danger, which is like kind of troll, but also like very interesting.
Oh, so close. This just means more entertainment. I did not expect.
So that is a weird way this round to end. He kind of has everything though. I think the lock's kind of winning a lot here. That was a very interesting way for that to end. I really, man, I actually, the result was so weird though.
Bomb soon.
Surely not.
This just means more entertainment for me.
Psy Fiend.
Good pressure, huh? Bro, he's. This is just a weird lobby. That guy. I don't think he was CC'd. I guess the second time he just died to 3 mil bolt. Oh, wait, is it every round that's happened that way? No, not this one. I guess it is every round. It's just died to a bolt that's gone through for like a lot. Because he's got every CD here. And the previous round, the druid has like bark in every CD and dies. This round, yeah, I guess. It's my last chance to beat the lock. I don't think lock rat's even good. Like the fact that lock is currently crushing this lobby is really bad. Because I don't think I think we're favorites to not win that round. He's low. Again, we're not thrilled about it. We're not very good at locking the walk down. I glad is fair.
Kidney.
God, his bolts hit so fucking hard. I guess we don't have that many stops for him. We're really bad at killing him, especially like in this gun. Like, how the fuck do we kill him?
Kidney. Bomb.
Yeah, this round has felt very stable so far.
Kidney. Death mark. Ruin.
So close. This just means more entertainment for me.
He's making his escape. Not good. It's on his tree. No way. Please don't.
I see who the strongest mortals are. For now.
He just had to move a teeny bit. And he loved that. Because the Warlock has to free cast twice on him when we're trying to line. He played it super well until that last part. The lock actually walked in and soloed.
Kidney. Death Mark. Psy Fiend. Kidney. Psy Fiend.
Trinket Industries,
Psy Fiend.
This just means more entertainment. Oh, so close. This just means more entertainment for me. I see who
Wait,
the
what?
strongest mortals
we just
are.
dampened. I mean, we're that comp's kind of bad. I think. I didn't know who. I mean, I bubbled and he died to dots. I think. I got collapsed. Actually, we could have saved him. We just kind of fell behind. Very weird lobby. I don't think that comp
Bomb
feels good
soon.
for us. Oh, fuck, man. We're probably out of time, too. Unless Q pops in a sec. Felt like a Philly troll lobby, though. I like the lock. Randomly one-tapped everyone, but that round, I think. Maybe we could have specifically played around him. It doesn't feel like Rit with like a Warlock or Rit with a... Or sorry, Rit with a Shadow Priest? No, Red Rogue should be able to kill it. Red Rogue should kill him every time. I think. It shouldn't even be close. Yeah, we probably should stop on that one, unfortunately. So a very unsatisfying one to stop on, but probably the play. right, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on later. I think I'll start later and probably finish my stream later tomorrow as well. But thanks for watching today. Thank you to TS Divine for the 35-month resub. Sagino for the new Twitch Prime. Time Pilot for the new Twitch Prime. Chuck for the host. Loka Joan for the 24-month resub. Sam for the host. Just AFK for 5 subs. And all of you guys for watching today. I'll be on, like I said, probably later tomorrow. And with the plan to kind of stop at the usual like stop time for the next kind of week or so. But yeah, thanks for being here today. Soccer time? I think soccer time was like an hour ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Mess. Remember this voice when you dream tonight. Huge.
Huge? True. Fair enough. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching today.